How upset are the Republican senators there? Because obviously you're outraged about this. Sonny Borelli's outraged about it. We know about the two rhinos that wouldn't have voted with you anyway. They've turned on the audit, Paul Boyer and Michelle Ugenti-Rita. Are the other Republican senators outraged as you are? How many? Do you know?
Well, they are becoming increasingly outraged. And as I've said before, I think at the end of the day, when all of this is disclosed, even Democrats will be outraged because there won't be anywhere for them to hide. And I just ran into some people yesterday or 2 days ago who actually worked at the audit, and they're just chomping at the bit, ready to speak to the press once their non-disclosure agreements expire. There are 2,000 volunteers who were vetted, background checked, and who worked on the floor of the audit, and they're just waiting to speak.
Well, this is what's so unbelievable is how long this has taken simply because they slow-walked it. If they had gotten you all the information from the very beginning, this would have been over months ago. But they wanted to drag it out. They wanted to make it feel like it didn't matter anymore. But people want to see these results. They want to see them now. What is unbelievable with this judge that's ruled saying that you all have to provide your records immediately, why can't you all get a judge to rule and say, we need to see Maricopa's records immediately?
Well, exactly. And also, you know, I do get that question, how long will it take? It'll probably be 2 or 3 or 4 more weeks because these guys are buried. The venue site has been swept clean and we've turned it back over. But all of the data crunching and the number crunching is still happening. And I talked to Doug Logan, who works very, very hard. I've passed him information. Keep the information coming, folks, because these whistleblower accounts and stuff, facets of that information is information that he actually needs and appreciates. So don't think that they know everything. Their procedures are immaculate and precision-oriented, but more information is better. And they are the most excellent professionals we could ever have. These are computer scientists who love their country and who want to get to the bottom. So as I said before, when we were on the floor looking at the audit, there were 2 or 3 lawyers at all times circulating around on the audit floor. We knew this was going to happen. This is no surprise. This whole legal wrangling. And to your point, Natalie, the reason they keep putting it off is to try to change the narrative to mask mandates and vaccine mandates and all this kind of thing. But we are not losing focus. We are homing in on the target, and they better watch their 6 o'clock position is all I can say.
Are you all working on combating the disinformation? Because now that the audit war room has been suspended, different accounts are. Thankfully, you haven't, which is surprising considering some of your red hot tweets out there. Good, Twitter, don't suspend her. But what is your campaign to do that? Because the fact that they're blue check verified, the fact that they have their own justthefacts.vote, where they're fact checking, in air quotes, everything that you're doing. Do you have a game plan, or are you simply waiting till all the results get out and then that's your official rebuttal?
Well, Wendy Rogers' game plan is to stay sharp, stay frosty, as my Marine son says, and to be forward-leaning. I mean, I'll be at the Cyber Symposium next week in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I'm meeting up with Doug Mastriano later in the month in Gettysburg. I'm doing an event with Christina Caramo, who's running for Secretary of State in Michigan. We're hitting the road tomorrow, my husband and I, and we're going to various states to encourage, because we will get to the bottom of 2020 in Arizona, and but for Arizona. So we will encourage other states to do the same. And I'm excited. I'm pumped. I'm fired up, and we're going to get this done, and we're going to get it done across the country.
What's your message to people? Because being part of the resistance, maybe at the beginning people get excited about it, but once the resistance starts coming against you and you get the pushback and you get sued, how do you keep going? And what's your message to those states that perhaps are afraid to take the next step?
You know you are over the target when this happens. This is what happens when you're making inroads into the enemy. They become bold, but we become bolder because we know we are on track. We know that we are finding the truth, and things are falling away and fragmenting. And you just have to persevere, everyone. We've already shored up our position. My position on social media, for example, with Telegram and Gab and Rumble. But just to your point, 2 days ago, I was with all these nurses downtown Phoenix at the Phoenix Banner Health headquarters, and they're the biggest health provider in Arizona. And there were 2,000 healthcare providers on a Facebook site that got shut down that day.
It's amazing.
Because of the protests.
The censorship that's going on, Wendy, it's unbelievable. I wish we weren't coming up against a hard break. God bless you. Keep us posted. We'll look forward to seeing what you do on the road.
Thank you so much. God bless everyone.